Good morning, students. I myself, Divakar Pandey from Kuntinagar Modern English School, Nevada, and today I am going to provide you my fourth video lecture of lesson 4 in geography, and topic is air. In my next video, I have already discussed you about temperature. That temperatures of the atmosphere change not only day and night, but it also changes from season to season. Yes, it changes from season to season. Like as in summer season, summers are hotter than winters. It means in the winter season we feel cold, but in summer season we feel hot. So like this temperature change season to season also. And now what is the important factor of the temperature that influences the distribution of temperature? It is insolation. It means now we come to a study about insolation. What is insolation? Insolation is the incoming solar energy that is intercepted by our earth. It means insolation is that process in which incoming solar energy intercepted by the earth. Now we come to its amount. The amount of insolation decreases from the equator. From where? From the equator towards the poles. जैसे जैसे हम इक्वेटर से पोल्स की ओर बढ़ते जाते हैं, the amount of insolation decreases. It means insolation कम होता जाता है. Therefore we can say that the temperature decreases in the same manner. If we study now, we can understand why poles are covered with snow, because of decreasing the insolation of temperature. So because of less insolation of temperature, poles are covered with snow. If the earth's temperature rises too high, yes, if the earth temperatures rises too high, it would become too warm for some crops to grow, and you can understand it. Now we come to the temperature, condition of temperature in cities in comparison of the temperature of villages. When we try to follow the temperature in cities, we always find temperature in cities is much higher than that of villages. Why? What is the reason? Because the concrete and metals from which these buildings are made up of in cities, and asphalt of roads, because roads are made by asphalts. So these are the things that we see in cities that get heated up during the daytime, and this heat is released during the night. So the temperature of cities are much higher than villages. And when we study, we also find the crowded high-rise buildings are there in the cities, and these high-rise buildings of the cities trap the warm air and thus rise the temperature of the cities are always increased. Now we come to the air pressure. My next point is air pressure. What is air pressure? You will be also surprised to know that air above the pressure, it means that air which is above us, it presses us with a great force on our bodies from all the directions. However, we don't even feel it. Why? Because the air pressure presses us from all directions. It means all sides. And our body exerts a counter pressure. Now can we define it? Means when we defined air pressure, we can say air pressure is defined as the pressure exerted by the weight of air on the earth's surface. Yes, as we go up the layers of atmosphere, the pressure falls rapidly. The air pressure is highest at sea level, where at sea level, and decreases with height horizontally. The distribution of air pressure is influenced by temperature of air, by temperature of air at a given place. It means in a particular place, when we try to follow horizontally, the distribution of air pressure is influenced by temperature of air. And now when we come to the next point, in those areas where temperature is high, the air gets heated and rises. This creates a low pressure area. Which type of area? Low pressure area. Now we come to low pressure. What is low pressure? It means low pressure is that pressure which is associated with cloudy sky and wet weather. Now we come to in particular areas having lower temperature. Where the areas having lower temperature, the air is cold and it is therefore heavy, because I have told you the cold air is always heavy. Heavy air sinks and creates a high pressure area. Which type of area? Heavy air sinks and creates high pressure area. High pressure is associated with clear and sunny skies. The air always moves from high pressure areas to low pressure areas. We should always remember that the air always moves from high pressure. From which pressure? From high pressure areas to low pressure areas. Now we come to know about wind. What is wind? We can say that the movement of air from high pressure area to low pressure areas is called wind. It means wind is the movement of air that can be followed from high pressure area to low pressure area. And we can see wind at work as it blows dry leaves down the pavement or uproots trees during a storm. Sometimes when the wind blows, listen to me carefully, sometimes when the wind blows gently, we can even see it blowing away a smoke or fine dust. At times wind can be strong, that it is difficult to walk. When wind is strong, we cannot walk against it. It is the pressure of wind. So we must have experienced it is not easy to hold an umbrella on a windy day. It means windy day. Now let us think of some other examples when a strong winds have created problems for us. It means winds can be broadly divided into three types. Permanent winds is the first.